This week we are continuing our work in Unit 3, which is all about reading to learn. In Unit 3, we're focusing on nonfiction informational texts. We're focusing on reading to teach ourselves new information. Every time you read a nonfiction text, you get a little bit smarter because nonfiction texts are not stories. They are texts that teach us true facts and true information. Last week, we learned all about how authors use text features to present their information to you. And this week, we're going to be focusing on finding the main idea and key details from within an informational text. So here's your learning target for this week. I am learning to find the main idea and key details in an informational nonfiction text so that I can learn the big idea that the author is trying to teach me. I'm successful when I can state the main idea by identifying it from within the topic sentence of the text, state key details that support the main idea, and identify extra information in the text. So what is main idea and what are supporting details? What is main idea? The main idea is what the text is mostly about. And usually it can be found in the first, second, or last sentence of a short passage. What are supporting details? Also, in many cases, supporting details are called key details, depending on who makes the worksheet or what video you're watching. Sometimes you'll hear them called supporting details. Sometimes you'll hear them called key details. They are the exact same thing. They are two names for the exact same thing. So don't let that confuse you. Supporting details and key details, same thing. The supporting details are the key points that support and help describe the main idea. So here's a strategy that can help you find the main idea and key details, supporting details of a passage. First, you ask yourself, what's the topic of this passage? Who or what is the whole text about? Topics are one word. Topics could be dolphins. Topics could be how to keep your teeth clean. Topics could be all about animals. One word. Main idea gives you more information about the topic. It's a complete sentence. What's the most important point or thought about the topic? Dolphin life cycles would be an example of a main idea. All about how animals use their five senses would be an example of a main idea. Main ideas are more specific. Topics are one word or phrase. Main idea is a complete sentence that tells you exactly what that text that you're reading is about. And then there's the supporting details, key details. Those are the sentences from within a passage that teach you more information about the main idea. So let's look at this passage. It's called The Wonders of Water. And I like to explain to students that there's three types of sentences that you can search for when you're trying to find the main idea. First, the topic sentence. The topic sentence is so important to find when you're trying to discover the main idea because the topic sentence tells you the main idea. If you can find the topic sentence, you have found the main idea. The topic sentence tells you what the main idea of the passage is about, and it's usually almost always the first or second sentence in a paragraph. Think about that hamburger paragraph that we've been using all year. Your topic sentence is always that very first top bun. Sometimes kids ask, well, why would it be in the second sentence? That's because authors use hooks. Sometimes they'll give a attention-grabbing statement first before they tell the main idea to make it more interesting. So the first type of sentence that you need to know about when you're searching for main idea is the topic sentence. That's probably the most important one because the topic sentence tells you the main idea. And then you have your supporting detail, key detail, same thing, sentences. Those are sentences that teach you information about the main idea. And then you have the third type of sentences. I call the third type of sentences extra information sentences. Extra information sentences sometimes explain a supporting detail a little bit farther in depth, or they kind of tell you something random, but they don't really have anything to do with the main idea. Your learning target this week is finding the main idea and finding the key details. So let's look at this passage together and see if we can find them. A great place to get a clue for the main idea is the heading. I can tell just from this heading that this passage is going to be about water, the wonders of water. Water plays an important part in our lives and in our environment. It covers nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface. It is fun to play in, but it is also needed for life. In fact, we cannot survive without water to drink. People also need water to wash, cook, and grow food. Every living thing needs water. Without it, plants and trees would not grow. Aquatic life would have nowhere to live, and animals who find their food in the water would have nothing to eat. Up in Earth's atmosphere, water vapor cools and collects into clouds. When enough clusters of cloud particles stick together, they tumble back down to Earth as rain, snow, hail, or sleet. Without water, the water cycle would not work, and we would not have precipitation on Earth. Did you know that most of the world's population does not have access to clean water? We are very lucky to live in a country where clean water is available for us to drink. It is up to us to be responsible users of the water we have on Earth. Okay, now it's time for me to try to find those 3 types of sentences. I know my topic is water. I could tell that from the heading. But remember, a main idea cannot just be one word. A main idea has to be a specific statement telling me exactly what this text was about and what it was trying to teach me. I should always check the first and second sentence for a topic sentence telling me the main idea. And in this example, I did find the main idea in the very first sentence. The very first sentence, the topic sentence, told me the main idea. The main idea in this passage was water plays an important part in our lives and in our environment. So I'm going to highlight that. It says highlight the main idea in yellow. So I'm going to highlight that in yellow. Water plays an important part in our lives and our environment. So now I know that the author of this passage wrote this to teach me how water plays an important part in our lives and our environment. I am reading this to learn how water affects my life and how it affects my environment. Now I need to find my supporting details, my key details. So I'm going to search for sentences that teach me very specific information about how water is either important to life or how water is important to the environment. And I am not going to confuse it with extra information. Let's see, this says highlight the key details in blue. It covers nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface. Wow. That sounds like it's pretty important to the environment if it covers 3 out of 4 parts of Earth. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this blue because that is a supporting key detail. It's fun to play in, but it's also needed for life. Now, that's some extra information. It's kind of there to be a transition to connect the 2 sentences together, but that is not actually teaching me a really specific fact about water, so I'm not going to highlight that. That's extra information. In fact, we cannot survive without water to drink. Well, yes, if we cannot survive without drinking it, that's important to life. So that is a supporting key detail, and I'm going to highlight that blue. People also need water to wash, cook, and grow food. Yep, that's pretty important to life. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Every living thing needs water. Oop, yep, that's important to life. I'm going to highlight that. Without it, plants and trees would not grow, aquatic life would have nowhere to live, and animals who find their food in the water would have nothing to eat. So, this is all true information, but it's not a key detail because it's telling me more specific examples about this right here. Every living thing needs water. This sentence is telling me more information about that key detail about how every living thing needs water. It's giving me examples that support that detail. It's not its own new detail. Up in Earth's atmosphere, water vapor cools and collects into clouds. That's kind of extra information. That's not enough information on its own to teach me something. When enough clusters of cloud particles stick together, they tumble back down to Earth as rain, snow, hail, or sleet. Without water, the water cycle would not work and we would not have precipitation on Earth. Ooh, that's important. All this information here is extra information relating to this sentence about the water cycle. Did you know that most of the world's population does not have access to clean water? That's a very interesting sentence, but it is not teaching me about the main idea. It is not teaching me about how water plays an important part in our life, so I'm not going to highlight that. We are very lucky to live in a country where clean water is available for us to drink. Again, that's a very interesting piece of information, but it is not a supporting key detail because it is not teaching me specific information about how water is important in our life and our environment. It is up to us to be responsible users of the water we have on Earth. Same thing, that's a nice closing sentence, but it did not restate the main idea and it did not teach me new information about the main idea, so I'm not highlighting it. So here in this passage, you can see examples of the 3 types of sentences that I talked to you about that you'll find in an informational text. You'll find the topic sentence. The topic sentence tells you the main idea of the text. It's usually in the first or second line. You'll find key details supporting sentences that teach you very specific information about your main idea, and they're all throughout the paragraph. I highlighted them in blue. And then you have that extra information, those types of sentences that explain a key detail a little bit more or give an example of something mentioned in a key detail, but they're not supporting details because they don't specifically teach you new information about the main idea. So it covers nearly 3/4 of the Earth's surface was a key detail. It talks to us specifically about the environment. We cannot survive without water to drink, and we need it to wash, cook, and grow food. Specifically talks to us about water and how we use water in our life. Every living thing needs water. Explains more information to us about why water is important in our life. Without water, the water cycle would not work and we would not have precipitation on Earth. Tells us more about our environment. So you can see the key details tell me something specific about water as it relates to either living, life, or the environment. Today for your assignment, you have a quick main idea game. You will read the passage and you will find the main idea and you'll just click it. Remember, you can usually find the main idea in the first or second sentence in a paragraph. Don't forget to press submit and tell me how you did when you're done.